What's up, YouTube? It's your boy AyeQ. Listen, before we get into the video, let me just say thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the platform. Look, in life, it's always good to set goals, attain those goals, and set new goals. And the goal for this platform is to get to 100,000 subscribers by June. So if you guys rock with the content, please take the time out right now and show some love and like and subscribe. Do so right now. All right, let's get into the video.
I have separated from my long-term partner of almost 7 years and ended our engagement about 1 month before the wedding was supposed to happen. So I'm ready to get into the tea. I'll be taking off my makeup while I do this because I just left a debriefing session with one of my best friends. So I'm ready to talk. As I'm sure people have already made their speculations and assumptions about why me and my partner aren't together anymore, I just want to say that infidelity is not the only reason why people separate. Infidelity, abuse, things like that, where someone is being harmed and betrayal, is honestly not the only reason why people break up. That's part of the main reason why I want to make this video because I feel like people need to hear this side of relationships and breakups. Sometimes compatibility is the issue, and that is more than enough reason to not move forward with committing your life to someone. On paper, my fiance and I would have been considered to be the perfect couple. We had the same interests, we had the same hobbies almost, we had the same tastes in art and music, and I had so much fun being with him. And he was also a super respectable person. Like, he was so charming and charismatic, extremely empathetic, and communication was like a huge central portion of our relationship. Like, that was the foundation we built our relationship on. Communication was always big. I honestly never thought in a million years that I would have gotten to a point where I was like, I'm not ready to marry this man. I met my partner when I was 19 years old, and I am 26 years old now. So you can imagine the types of transformations I've gone through since meeting him. Also, my partner was a lot older than me, so there was a huge age gap between us. So the types of
Wow, right there. Right there. Fellas, understand something. When a woman is young, like when a woman is 18, 19, and she chooses to deal with a man who is older, that is a bird. The reason why she chose an older man is simply for the benefits. This is a woman who is looking for a man that's strictly beneficial. Okay? That's why she said it was fun. And the way she describes this man, it's like, damn, he sounds like a good man to me. But here's the thing, based on the fact that she left him for no apparent reason, is simply because she feels like she could find a better option. In other words, she could find a man with more money. This is what it sounds like, fellas, when a woman has drained your energy and now she has powered up off of your pockets and it's time to return back to the streets. And the fact that she left this man a month before the marriage is cold blooded, bro. Mm.
changes that I went through and the changes that he went through were significantly different. And I feel like as I got older and, we had been together for longer. What the fuck? But yeah, as I got older, I started to realize the little things about our relationship that kind of made me worry or have doubt that I was willing to look past. I started to realize that, like, actually might end up being a problem for us in the future long term. Most of that was our outlook on finances and ambitions and goals for work. These were major things that
It never fails, bro. It never fails. And as men, we gotta learn this, bro. We gotta learn this, understand this. When a woman is younger and she chose a man that's older, that is a young bird in the making. I'm trying to tell y'all.
We just kind of didn't really align on. I figured that time would be a factor in us aligning more on this. And also, I figured we would just learn to compromise because that's what you do in relationships. And I wasn't taking our non negotiables seriously. I hadn't really defined my non negotiables because I was so young. But I'm telling you, planning this wedding was like putting on a new lens for myself. It's like I just could see everything clearly for what it was. Even his outlook on marriage was different from mine. And like that kind of was something that we didn't initially agree on. And that was like a huge reality check for me. I genuinely feel like planning a wedding is going to make or break a couple for real. Either you're going to realize that you're not
What?
compatible and you end things before you go too far, or you realize you're not compatible and you get married anyways and you're miserable the rest of your life. That was the path I did not want to take. I respect myself way too much. I respect him way too much to force either one of us to be people that we're not going to be for the rest of our lives just for the sake of saying we're married. And that was the thing that I was having like trouble accepting myself. I don't have to be married. Like, I understand that I've been with this person for a long time and I love him and people are used to us being together. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. We like each other. We've been together for a long time. So we're supposed to get married and have a family. Like I said, I met him when I was 19 years old. I'm 26 now. I didn't.
Damn. So the whole time, this woman was just sucking that man pockets dry. And look, fellas, something like this could happen to anybody. Okay? No man is exempt from this. But I keep telling you all dudes, every so often, these women will change. And in this case, she just got tired of using this dude. And based on the fact that he couldn't afford the type of wedding that she had in mind, it's like, you're dismissed. Goodbye. On to the next. And all she did was just use this man and drained his energy, then dispose of him. Cold, man. Cold blooded.
Really have many partners before being with my fiance. As I got older and I started realizing what I needed from a partner and realizing that he wasn't really providing that, and knowing that I wasn't having that 100% satisfaction, and also thinking that he wasn't getting 100% satisfied from what I was giving him, I was like, it would be unfair for me to go down the aisle, commit my life to him forever, knowing that one of us is going to be unhappy, especially knowing that I'm 26 years old and I have the ability to continue to look for and experience other people. So ultimately, it was a really hard decision, and it took me
Yo.
months and months and months of feeling this doubt and dread as the wedding was approaching and planning for the wedding. That I was just kind of getting real with myself. And I was like, this fear and anxiety is there for a reason, and I need to take that seriously. No matter how badly I wanted to say that I made it and like I walked down the aisle, didn't waste all the money that I had spent already planning the wedding out. My happiness is more important. Don't get me wrong, I was also embarrassed. Like, I was embarrassed to tell my family, I was embarrassed to tell my friends. Like, I didn't want to tell people that have already been invested in this, never mind. Just kidding, we're not getting married. It was very humbling. Now I am in my own apartment with my mattress on the fucking floor, talking about the fact that I am not with my fiance anymore. I felt like I needed to make this video because I just wanted to express absolutely okay for you to not be ready for marriage, and it is okay to make that decision before you walk down the aisle.
Stop it, man. Stop it. She was never into that dude from the jump. Look, fellas, this is why I tell y'all dudes all the time. Never lead with your wallet, fam. If you gotta take a chick on mad dates and buy her mad gifts and take her on mad trips to impress her, it's best you just leave her alone. And this is what happens with a bunch of older men when they start getting money. They usually target the younger, inexperienced women, and they feel like, okay, I could impress her. But the problem is, she's gonna evolve. She's gonna, like, if you buying a woman, like, let's say, an expensive gift, she's gonna get used to that and she's gonna want a more expensive gift. And the reality is, fellas, if you feed a leech just grows into a bigger leech. A leech never stop leeching. So if a woman is a gold digger, she's never gonna stop digging, homie. She's gonna be like that for the rest of her life. So from the time you get with a gold digger and you paying to keep her, and then your money slows up, this is what's gonna happen. That's why it's wise to deal with a woman who is into you for you. And you ain't gotta spend money to impress her. But from the time you gotta spend money to impress a woman, she will never be a woman, and it's only a matter of time. Look, fellas, be wise out there and learn from this. All right?
Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know. Don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.